It's being called a stealth alternative fuel. It can grill a hamburger or heat your home. But could it ever power your car? While the worldwide search for alternative fuel continues, from ethanol and solar to wind and nuclear, some Mississippians are getting a boost from propane. And yes, that familiar byproduct of both natural gas and petroleum is already being used in the automotive industry. Blossman Gas CEO Stuart Weedeye recently spoke with the Mississippi Business Journal about Autogas, propane that is being pumped into cars across the country.
We can put 2 and oftentimes 3 propane vehicles on the road for every one because their tanks are much bigger.
As gasoline prices continue to rise and budgets shrink, many state and law enforcement agencies are converting their motor pools to propane. It's already happening at the Oxford Police Department and the Mississippi Department of Insurance. Rusty Easterling and Matt Peters with Richland petroleum supplier Lampton Love are staying busy this summer converting gators, golf carts, and lawnmowers to Autogas.
Propane, if you stick a match to it, it will burn. Gasoline, if you stick a match to it, it will burn. The difference between this is the advantages to propane is the fact that it's got the higher octane, less BTU, so it doesn't run hotter. Nobody's really going to siphon it out and take some home to put in their mower.
What we've done is taken a zero-turn mower and converted it to propane. You know, we're saving the guys probably, a little over $1.25 a gallon by converting their equipment to propane. We replace your carburetor, your regulator, your lock-off, and your propane tank. And basically we mount the brackets on the back and hook everything up, and it works great. You still have your regulator and your lock off, and we added an adapter plate here for your carburetor for the fuel intake.
There's the vaporizer, the electric lock off. There's a filter in here. There's a filter in here. And then there's your propane injectors. Your gasoline injectors in here, and then you just got propane injectors. So when you switch over to gasoline, it kills the gasoline and opens up the propane. And what happens is, as it goes down, it switches over to gasoline and it beeps at you and lets you know that you're out.
Right now we've done over 500 pieces of equipment in small engines.
One of Lampton Love's frequent customers is Scott Dudley with Total Lawn Care. The propane sticker is now on all of his larger equipment.
It was a learning curve to start with, but it's been by far the best thing we've done. Absolutely. We are running about 5 hours on a tank of fuel, and these are 35 horsepower engines. They're getting a workout, but at the same time, they're the fuel savings and the green energy is where we need it to be.
Do you ever think you'd be working with propane like this?
Never.
Dudley says the bottom line is his top reason for switching to propane.
With fuel prices, it's allowing me to remain in business and still offer my customers a fair price. I was the first guy in the state of Mississippi to convert, at least a commercial cutter, to convert to propane. And, Mississippi is we're last to do things. But like I said, I was one of the first ones to convert over, and now there's no telling how many customers I've sent to Lampton Love that are interested in the fact.
Weedeye says that while natural gas advocates have billionaire industrialist T. Boone Pickens as their mouthpiece, the propane Autogas lobby is slowly catching up through new ad campaigns and media appearances.
This really works. It's not an experiment. It's right here, right now. It helps us clean up the environment. We're using a domestically produced fuel, and most importantly for many fleets, we're doing a significant job saving them money.
Propane is domestically made right here in the U.S., so that's a plus.
For the Mississippi Business Journal, I'm Stephen McDill.